It's time for Green Canyon High School Sports, a presentation of 100.9 Light FM and CashValleyDaily.com. Brought to you by Cast-A-Lite, Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, Green Canyon Booster Club, DD Auto and Salvage, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, Great Basin Graphics, Adams Wealth Advisors, Cache Valley Auto Care, Cache Valley Daily, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, and The Logo Shop. Now, it's time for the Green Canyon Wolves on 100.9 Light FM.
Welcome back to North Logan, Utah. It's time for some more Region 11 basketball. Taking a little nod from my brother in crime, J.D. Walker, there on the intro music. But Stockton Jukes and Terrell Baldwin here with you on 100.9 Light FM and 107.7 FM, the home of Mountain Crest Sports, for tonight's Region 11 basketball matchup. Coach, a lot to talk about in this brief pregame that we're going to do. But first and foremost, how you doing now that school's out for Christmas?
Got me there. All right, it feels great to be out for Christmas. Stockton, we had a great school year to this point. We're looking forward to another great basketball game tonight, and then we'll both get our Christmas break going. Well, actually, you're going to be doing a little bit more skiing, maybe some Aggie basketball, and then you'll get a break.
Yeah, I got a busy weekend, Coach. I got a lot of skiing to do tomorrow, some skiing on Sunday, and then St. Mary's. That's going to be a fun game out in Moraga.
Yeah,
I understand you're going out there, Coach.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to be out there. Maybe I'll give you a live update every once in a while, and happy to chat with you.
I'll tell you if I see you on TV. In the meantime, let's talk about this matchup that we have here tonight between Green Canyon and Mountain Crest. Now, we had some news come out a couple days ago, yesterday in fact, that the regions for the next couple years were finalized yesterday in a meeting between the UHSAA. Now, Green Canyon Mountain Crest will stay in Region 11, as well as Ridgeline and Skyview. Bear River also going to be in Region 11 still. They'll now be joined by Tooele, Stansbury, and
Desert Peak.
Desert Peak, a new school that's opening up out in that Stansbury Park area. And that also means that Logan High is going to be dropping down to 3A, to 3A North. They're splitting 3A in half, and so they'll be in a region with like Ben Lomond and Morgan and all them. Coach, you've had a lot more time and knowledge and experience in Region 11 basketball. Are you a little bit cut up that this is getting broken up?
Yeah, I love to see these Valley schools playing in the same region. I just think it's great. I know Logan's been a little bit concerned about their enrollment dropping and so on. So for those kids, you want to do what's best for them. It is a lot of travel. But, oh, well, we'll worry about that in the future. Let's talk about tonight's game. You've got two teams coming in that are undefeated in region play, even though they're both 1-0. Boy, it'd be great for Mountain Crest to steal one here on the road. They're going to have to play a really solid basketball game tonight. I was visiting with Chandler Smith just before this game. I love the way his teams have always played. I just love the way he coaches. He'll have his team ready tonight. He might not be as talented and as experienced as his teams in the past, but I'll tell you, I know one thing, they'll play hard. We saw that in the sophomore and JV game tonight. And for Green Canyon to continue to their role as far as undefeated and not only region play, but on the season as well, they're going to have to play some solid defense. They're going to have to keep Mountain Crest from penetrating into the paint and getting easy paint touches. If they can do that, they can keep Mountain Crest off balance. Find Trey Cooper. I'll tell you what, that kid's a shooter. Dimitrikov, Nico's playing really well, even though he's coming off 2 weeks of really non-competitive action due to a bad ankle sprain against Hurricane earlier this year. I think we're going to see a solid effort from both teams tonight, Stockton. I'm really excited.
It is the second game of region play for both of these squads, and both of them coming off of a win, but two very different games on Wednesday night. 64-51 at Bear River for Green Canyon, a very comfortable 13-point win. Bear River shot, they just weren't falling for most of that game. And Logan, he told us after the game that he was very pleased with his defense and the way that his team played together, and just felt like that was a very complete game from his team. On the other side, Mountain Crest got away with a bit of a scare against Logan. It was a very low-scoring 35-34 final score in Hiram, and they moved to 1-0 in region, but they are 4-5 on the season. 2 wins that they're coming off of, but a most recent 65-49 loss against Morgan, a team that Green Canyon went on the road and beat in overtime. So, Coach, if you're Mountain Crest, to come into a building like this, knowing that Green Canyon's looking to go 12-0 and move through the first half of their schedule undefeated for the second year in a row, what do you have to do to lock in?
If you're Mountain Crest, you've got to have a solid defensive effort. You've got to play good, solid team defense, because I'll tell you, in Mountain Crest's eyes, they're looking at the length of Green Canyon's team. They understand they've got several athletes because it causes you some problems. One of the things that's interesting, Mountain Crest, I think they match up pretty well with Green Canyon. Green Canyon tonight, I think they need to get out and run in transition. If they can do that, they're going to be just fine. It all starts with their defense. If they can defend and rebound and limit Mountain Crest second chance opportunities and then score in transition, they're going to be just fine.
It's about time for the national anthem and our introductions. We'll take a break here on 100.9 Light FM and 107.7. You're listening to Region 11 basketball, brought to you by Cache Valley Daily, the home of Green Canyon and all Region 11 schools as far as sports coverage is concerned. They've got the latest news about what's going on in your community. You can find all of it on CacheValleyDaily.com. If you're streaming along with us on Cache Valley Daily or on YouTube, your video experience is powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. Stick with us here on 100.9 Light FM and 107.7. It's going to be a fun night of basketball when we get back.
It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
Time to meet our starting lineups here in North Logan for the evening. Stockton Jukes and Coach Terrell Baldwin here with you on 100.9 Light FM and 107.7. Both stations the home of Green Canyon and Mountain Crest Athletics, respectively. All this brought to you by CacheValleyDaily.com. Coach, as we take a look at our starting lineups, let's also go ahead and take a look at our uniform check brought to you by the Logo Shop. They really can put your logo on just about anything. Mountain Crest going to be in their all-orange Mustang uniforms today, and Green Canyon's going to be in their home whites. Interesting color matchup, but Coach, I know that you have a bit of a split heart here this evening. A Mountain Crest alumni sitting to my right this evening, but a current Green Canyon teacher. I'm interested where your heart lies, T.
Yeah, I love my Mountain Crest Mustangs. That school is my home, as well as my principal here, Jim Crosby. But I'll tell you what, we're both here at Green Canyon. We'll be cheering on the Wolves tonight, no doubt about that. I love Chandler Smith. His family means a lot to me, but obviously I coached with Logan Brown. He was one of my assistants, and go Wolves.
So that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineups. Do you have our lineups for the Mountain Crest Mustangs, Coach?
For the Mountain Crest Mustangs, starting tonight will be number 3, Trey Cooper. Number 10, Mason Smith. Number 11, Parker Andrus. Number 23, Nicholas Dimitrikov. And number 24, Tayton Martinson.
Those starting 5 for the Mustangs brought to you by Cast-A-Lite. Whether you're looking for brick for your home, tile for a bathroom remodel, or pavers for a new walkway, think Cast-A-Lite online at castalite.com. Now moving over to the Green Canyon side of the court. It looks like it's going to be Gavin Crane, Easton Stokes, Jude Haig, Boston Horman, and the big man, Jamison Thompson. Obviously, Jude Haig has been the engine of the offense, Coach, but who are you going to be looking for to help him out of the wings tonight?
I'll tell you, I really think tonight's game is going to be dictated by Easton Stokes. You know how I love that kid. Like I've told you before, I refer to him as the Swiss Army knife. I just think he does so many things well. Everything that Green Canyon does is predicated upon the play of their point guard. He gets them in the offense. He's the top of their defense. They're changing defenses. They're doing a lot of different things defensively. It's all keyed by him. As he goes tonight, I guarantee you the Green Canyon Wolves will go.
Green Canyon starting lineup brought to you by Preston Watts Collision and Glass. Trained technicians, the latest equipment, and over 5 decades of experience to guarantee a perfect auto body repair and the safest glass replacement. Time to go to center court as we get ready for our initial tip-off, and I think the officials are going to need to talk to each other about something early on here. Green Canyon going to start off going right to left across your radio dial. And the Mustangs in orange will be going left to right, scoring off to our right side in this first half. Decent contingency for Mountain Crest traveling this evening, I should say. The Green Canyon student body packed out as well, and they're dressed in their holiday gear. Like we mentioned, class has been released for Christmas break. They're out of school for the next couple weeks, and the energy, you can tell they've been released, Coach.
We had a great day today for whatever reason, and somehow, I've never seen it before, our principal, Jim Crosby, gets on the loudspeaker at the end of fifth hour and releases school early.
Beautiful.
Who doesn't appreciate that? And then meets the students down in the commons as they're leaving and gives them a little Christmas present. What a great way to start your Christmas break, and then we get to dress up like that at games.
Man, I wish Crosby was one of my administrators when I was in high school.
Oh, man, he's doing a great job out here. Love to see him here at Green Canyon. Love some of the ideas that he and our assistant principals, Phil Morris and Gordon Geddes, they come up with some great things. I love it.
So I think we had to clean up a spill over on the far side of the court. It's an official with a towel just kind of mopping up the court, but it looks like we are good to go.
Yeah, official Dave Hansen over there, the veteran official. He can do it all.
Eight minutes on the clock for the first quarter. Gavin Crane at center court with Nico Dimitrikov, and we are underway. The ball up above both of them, but Crane heels that back to Easton Stokes, and we are starting. Stokes going to try and drive that right side. Just kidding. Pops back out.
Mountain Crest starting man-to-man defense.
Crane on the left side, moves to his left for Jude Haig. Haig driving from the wing, and we're going to get a reach on Andrews early on. First of the night for Parker in the first against Mountain Crest this quarter. 7:45 to go in the first.
And if you're Mountain Crest, you've been looking forward to that matchup with Andrus.
Oh, great inbound pass for Easton Stokes on the block, but better defense as he is swarmed by Smith.
Nice follow-up there by Gavin Crane.
Crane puts them on the board. It's 2-0 Green Canyon. They'll go into their full court press, but a quick break for Mountain Crest. Now Andrus driving right side, but leaves it short. J-Mo with the rebound. 30 seconds down, floats that over the top for Horman. Now in the left corner, Crane fakes the drive, now goes baseline. You bet, rolls that off the fingertips. Oh. No, it comes back out somehow. That rebound falls for Dimitrikov. And now the ball's with Andrus on the left side. He moves back towards center, picks up the dribble. Could not make the pass, but it's some help. Now here's Mason Smith, double teamed on the right wing, trying to drive, steps towards the baseline and just dribbled himself out of play.
Nice convenient trap there by Gavin Crane up on top. Then follow that, he and Easton Stokes follow that trap to the corner.
Stokes bringing the ball up for Green Canyon. Now a minute gone in this first quarter. They lead 2-0. Horman moving it around the perimeter. Crane on that right elbow, hands it off to Haig. Takes a bump, has to pick it up. Now J-Mo left alone. Left wing three is just a bit long. Rebound comes down to Tayton Martinson. He'll bring it up the floor. Martinson looking to his right from that far side. Back up top for Smith. Mason Smith surveys his options. Stokes playing tight on him well outside the perimeter. He goes back to his left. Left wing picked up the dribble, now over to Andrus on the right wing. 6:20, 12 on the shot clock. Bounce pass, great vision to find Smith. Now back outside, Andrus again trying to dribble, and he traveled. Did not get that ball down, trying to get around Jude Haig, and with 6:14 to go, it's still 2-0 Green Canyon, our first turnover of the night.
Great defensive possession there by Green Canyon. We talked about this the other night, Stockton, but they're not overextending their defensive passing lanes. They're just staying on balance. Good, solid defense. Talking and pointing, communicating. You love to see that if you're a defensive basketball coach.
Foreman from the left wing finds Gavin Crane on the bounce pass. They move it around. Now in the corner for J-Mo. Thought about the three, gives it back to Stokes. Straight up top for Crane, now 18 on the shot clock, less than 6 in the quarter. J-Mo could not handle the pass, tries to throw it off Dimitrikov, but he handles it. Now Smith up the court on the right side. Bounce pass, Dimitrikov went between his arms, and it's recovered on the far side. Back to Dimitrikov on the block, gets through Boston Horman and scores. That's a nice touch, especially through that hand of Horman.
Yeah, Dimitrikov, kind of an unorthodox post player, doesn't do the things the ordinary way, but just gets it done.
Crane loses his balance in the corner, had to give it to J-Mo. Thrown away to Andrus, who picks the pocket of Jude Haig, misses the first layup, but puts back the second attempt. Haig thought it was a gimme.
Nice hustle play there by Parker Andrus to keep the ball alive.
So 30 seconds gone, and suddenly Mountain Crest up 4-2. 5:10 remaining now in the first quarter. Horman directing traffic, finds J-Mo up top. Thompson given plenty of space on the perimeter, trying to float that down for Gavin Crane. Rips it through one man. Bounce outside for Haig. Gives up the right wing three. Driving, floating off both sides of the rim. Andrus pulls down the rebound. 4:55 to go in the quarter. Andrus moving to his left, trying to float that downstairs. Put it behind his man. It's picked off by Horman. Now nice lead pass for Haig. He mishandled it. Haig in the corner. Back to Horman. Right wing three. Just off the back iron. Green Canyon struggling to find that shot early on. 4:35 to play. Trey Cooper driving right on Stokes. Back up top for Smith, now around for Andrus. They'll reset with Martinson. Dimitrikov now from the elbow, driving on J-Mo. Had to kick it back out. And the three in and out. Rebound J-Mo. Finds Jude Haig in transition. 4:15 to go in the quarter. Haig crosses him up. Left wing three. Bang! They're losing their minds in the student section.
Boy, killer crossover there by Jude Haig.
.404 to go in the first quarter. Jude Haig has the building rocking. It's 5-4 Green Canyon. At Green Canyon's first shot from the field to fall, just about halfway through this first quarter. Now Smith trapped at midcourt, gets it across. Back to Smith. Looking to his right, gets the screen from Dimitrikov, trying to release off that screen, followed closely by Erickson. Erickson on the ball. Dimitrikov charges.
Great defense there by Gavin Erickson.
And Dimitrikov had some words for the official, but he did drop the shoulder there, and it's one of those where as soon as that shoulder goes down, Coach, the whistle's going in the mouth.
Yeah.
3:46 to go in the first quarter, but that's the brand of ball that he plays.
Yeah. Yeah, Nico felt like that was kind of a flop, but I beg to differ. I thought it was a good, strong defensive play by Erickson.
Now here is Lance Cox, hands it off to Jude Haig outside the perimeter. 3.5 to go in the quarter. Haig moves to the left, tries to drive, double teamed, back outside for Crane. Now Lance Cox gives up the three, gets him in the air, knocked away, but he recovers on the baseline. Cox kicks out for Haig, deep three, no chance, in and out. Swatted away by Andrus. That should be, it's going to be Mountain Crest ball. They'll say Horman touched it, and they're not going to argue too much about that one. 3:16 to go in the first quarter, still 5-4 Green Canyon. Left side now back to the right for Smith. Stopped at the right wing and just throws that one into the mats behind the baseline. Thought Dimitrikov was going to make the cut.
Little offensive miscommunication there. That hasn't been one of Mountain Crest's strong points this season so far, is executing in the half court. They like to score points in transition as well.
Erickson drives right, bounce pass for Haig, moving it for Horman. Lance Cox across the top, Finds Erickson in the corner, fakes the shot, drives baseline, back out to Cox. Now up top for Haig. Shake, shimmy, spins, mid-range jumper through the block of Andrus. Gavin Crane, second chance, third chance. Horman, fourth chance, off of Andrus, and they're going to call this Mountain Crest ball.
Boy, physical basketball down there.
Lots of contact between both teams, and neither sides of fans are happy about no whistles there, but it is just going to be a Mountain Crest inbound. 2:36 to go now in the first quarter, 5-4 Green Canyon. Very low scoring affair early on. Smith moves left, stopped by Erickson, now kicks it back outside. Martinson directs traffic. Gets it back to Smith, double teamed outside. Gavin Crane initiates that trap at midcourt. They get it through to Dimitrikov, followed by Cox. Now back outside, good fake shot, now mid-range jumper off the front iron, rebound Horman. Horman's got a transition man, it's Lance Cox, there he goes, he's fouled, and he'll go to the stripe. That's the third on Mountain Crest this quarter with 2:04 to play in the first.
Green Canyon doing an excellent job on defense, just taking everything away from Mountain Crest.
Taking a look at Lance Cox's totals from the free throw line this season. He is a perfect 100% 3 for 3. That can't be right. Oh, this is last season's stats, Coach. That might be why the numbers are wrong, but Cox hits again. He's up above 85, I know that much. 6-4 Green Canyon after that first one from Lance. Gavin Crane is going to check out, and he'll be replaced, it looks like, by Stokes. Crane split his eyebrow open on Monday night, appeared against Bear River on Wednesday, and he's right back. Scored the first point of this game. 2 for 2 for Lance Cox at 7-4.
Extended defense here by the Green Canyon Wolves.
And another turnover for the Green Canyon defense. Haig from the right side in transition, lays it off the glass, and it's a 5-point lead for Green Canyon.
Nice pass ahead there by Easton Stokes to a streaking Jude Haig.
Cox is now 17 for 23 from the stripe on the season, Coach. Another turnover. Gavin Erickson reads that one and picks him off on the block. Across midcourt, Horman to Easton Stokes. Baseline drive, left side, a little too strong, and that rebound squirts out to Trey Cooper. Cooper is going to regroup in the perimeter, but Green Canyon's defense doesn't want to let him. They will get Stokes for being a little too aggressive, and that's the first against Green Canyon this evening. 1:22 to go in the first quarter, and Logan Brown seemed like he was okay with that foul as well. Coach, when you see a guy circle back like that, clearly trying to check up, is that kind of a rough foul to give, though?
Yeah, I think that's a little cheap foul. Nickel dimers, some people would call it. Just, yeah.
Another trap against Smith. He does get through it, finds Dimitrikov in the key. Now kicked out. 3 ball is in and out. Rebound Boston Horman. It was Trey Cooper with the attempt. Now Jude Haig, uncontested on the left glass, and puts a little flare on it. 7 points for Jude. It's 11-4 Green Canyon. Less than a minute to play in the first. Braden Larson in the game. Pass that back up to Mason Smith. Now from Andrus down to Dimitrikov. Poked away by Cox at first. Now right corner. Baseline drive thrown off of a Green Canyon Wolf. That's the third turnover in 4 possessions for Mountain Crest. Haig drives, and that's not going to be called a foul somehow, but they will give Green Canyon the ball off of Parker Andrus. And now Mountain Crest coaching staff is screaming at the official. Well, he got both calls wrong there, Coach. It was off Green Canyon, but it was also a foul on Andrus.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're lucky they didn't get a call there on Andrus, actually.
That would have been his second in the first quarter already. Cox into the corner for Gavin Crane from that left side. Back up top, moving it around for Stokes. There's about a 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock, so Green Canyon's going to dribble this down now. 21 seconds remaining in the quarter. Stokes circles back. He'll start the play with about 8 on the shot clock, which is now. Moving to his left, trying to shake back to the right against Mason Smith. Gets around that corner. No, Smith pokes it away and makes the turnover. Throws it off Stokes, and that's a great play from Mason Smith.
Very nice play there. Good job of not allowing Easton Stokes to penetrate into the operational area.
Looked like they were just trying to ISO Stokes there and trying to get him around that right corner. He's so quick on breaking that drive around the corner. Just didn't have the speed against Smith there. Inbound to Mason Smith, now 6 seconds on the game clock, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Smith drives, floats, and throws that one out of bounds with 0.2 seconds to go in the quarter. What was that?
I don't know. I don't know if that's a...
It wasn't a shot and it wasn't a pass.
Yeah. I don't know if he got someone hit the ball from behind. I don't know exactly what that was.
Green Canyon's just got to throw this in. Stokes will touch it, and the quarter will end 4-11. Green Canyon leads by 7. Mountain Crest, they've got some low-scoring games on the schedule, but they are on the wrong end of this one, Coach. Let me get your thoughts on that first 8 minutes. Green Canyon, they're humming like they were in that Bear River game again.
We're seeing a solid defensive performance so far by Green Canyon. Everyone's on balance, which leads to good rebounding position on the defensive end, which then allows for easy scoring opportunities offensively.
What can a business technology partner do for you? Well, all the office products you need and a great service team can be found by Les Olson IT. You can learn more at lesolson.com. Stick with us here, 100.9 Light FM and 107.7 for more Region 11 basketball. When we come back, it's 11-4 Green Canyon after 1.
On just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Ready to go for the second quarter of action here in North Logan, Utah. Stockton Jukes and Terrell Baldwin with you from Green Canyon High School for a Region 11 matchup between Mountain Crest and Green Canyon. We're back for the second quarter. Mountain Crest will start with possession. They trail 11-4 on the road in this second region game for both of these squads. Now Andrus trying to drive right side. Has to flip that back to Smith. Driving down low, finds Dimitrikov, and we've got a foul on, I think that's going to be Lance Cox for reaching over the back. Yes, it is.
Nice dribble drive there by Smith to get into the operational area, deep in the operational area. Oh.
And another bad pass from Mountain Crest.
Boy, if you're Mountain Crest, you can't have those turnovers like that.
It's one of the worst things you can do, especially on the road against a region opponent and an undefeated region opponent whose students are trying to scream you out of the gym.
Yeah, you just can't do that. Have empty possessions for sure.
Stokes moving it down the floor. Back up top for J-Mo. Looking for options. J-Mo's going to float that down for Gavin Crane, and that's 3 seconds for Gavin.
I sure like to see Green Canyon get that high-low going, especially to Gavin Crane down there.
You know, it's crazy if he throws that pass half a second earlier and Gav gets off his feet. It's not a call.
Right.
Mason Smith moving to the right.
Change of defense here by Green Canyon.
Swinging it back around the outside for Martinson. Now here's Smith again. Right wing stopped. Back to Martinson. Thought about the three. Poked away by Stokes. Smith again. One dribble and stops. Finds Andrus across the court. Now down low to Dimitrikov. Wrapping around J-Mo. Floating that one over the rim, and that's going to be a foul. It's Tatum Martinson just flying in with a little too much speed and taking Gavin Crane to the floor as he pulled that rebound down.
You notice when Nico catches it in there, you have three guys collapsing on him. Due to a scouting report, maybe it says that he might not have the touch to throw it out of there.
Jude Haig back into the game for Gavin Erickson. Stokes bringing this one down the floor. They'll meet Stokes at midcourt, but here's now Lance Cox on the left wing. Gavin Crane up top. Stokes moving all the way around. Back to the right wing. Now a floater for Gavin Crane. It was an alley-oop attempt, but
nice.
Could not get that through traffic, and his follow-up attempt was not on target. Other way we go quickly. Here's Andrus. Driving left side, knocked away by Stokes, but he does get that away to Andrus. Andrus' reverse layup is a little short again, and Parker Andrus having some trouble from the block. Now Stokes gave up that right wing three, drives baseline, kicks back outside for J-Mo. Over to Jude Haig on the left wing. Gives up that screen from J-Mo. Now he'll go back to use it, and they're going to call that foul again. That's too quickly on number 24, Tatum Martinson. Boston Horman will check in for Jamison Thompson.
If you're Mountain Crest, you can't afford to have any more empty possessions. You got to have some possessions where you're getting some shots up. Andrus was able to get a nice shot up there, take it up strong, take it right through a guy's chin, and have a chance to get to the free throw line.
Stokes finds Jude Haig, left corner, wing three is good. Somewhere in between, it doesn't matter. Jude Haig hits again, he's up to 10 points.
Nice step back there coming off that screen.
Martinson finds Andrus. Played well outside the perimeter. Green Canyon's defense doing what it does best. Now inside, they are going to get Lance Cox for the high five. That's 2 against Lance now, and he's probably going to come out for Gavin Erickson. Second team foul against Green Canyon in this quarter, also 2 against Mountain Crest in the second. 5:44 remaining in this quarter. 14-4 Green Canyon. Mountain Crest has not scored in about 4 minutes of gameplay, Coach.
Yeah, Green Canyon doing an excellent job of just forcing them out of the area where they can score it, where they can make a decent pass on a proper angle.
Smith driving to that right block, trying to get through Horman.
Nowhere.
Stand-up defense from Boston Horman and nothing doing. Now Jude Haig quickly the other way. Left corner for Stokes. Stokes throws it across for Erickson, gives up that corner 3. Now down low, Gavin Crane just drives through a man. It's going to be a long night for Dimitrikov against Gavin Crane.
Yeah.
Especially he's playing angry with that whatever he's got on his eyebrow right now. 5:17 to go in the second quarter. Mountain Crest is going to have to call a timeout. And Coach, I was actually wrong. It's been now over 7 minutes since Mountain Crest has scored a bucket.
Boy, that's tough. You got to be able to score and get some easy baskets to get back in this game if you're Mountain Crest. One of the things Green Canyon's doing really well, they're just making one extra pass to a wide open guy. That's causing Mountain Crest all kinds of problems. I'm sure Chandler Smith's going to make an adjustment, try and get his guys back into this game.
Green Canyon just continues to heat up. Well, if you're looking to heat up this winter and you need a new gas fireplace, you can give Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning a call at 435-752-7272. You can also schedule your service calls on their website, advancedheating-ac.com. The Green Canyon Booster Club would like to say thank you to all of the local businesses and individuals who support Green Canyon and its student athletes throughout the season. A big thank you to all of you. And again, a big thank you to Cache Valley Daily, the home of our production. The latest news about what's going on in your community is found on Cache Valley Daily, including photo galleries and replays of local sports. Back to the court now. Green Canyon's 5 is going to be Jude Haig, Easton Stokes, Gavin Crane, Boston Horman, and Gavin Erickson. On the floor for Mountain Crest, looks like it's Dimitrikov, Andrus, Trey Cooper, Noah Carden, and number 10, Mason Smith. Down this right side, Parker Andrus going to look for the drive. And Dimitrikov lets that one go off his fingertips. Jude Haig has a steal. Haig hits the brakes. It's kicked out of bounds by Dimitrikov. Baseline inbound for Green Canyon, coming with 5:05 to play in the first half. Lance Cox is going to check back in for Erickson here. He is on foul watch with 2 early on. Haig will find Lance Cox on the right wing. Right back down low for Gavin Crane, and he's fouled from behind. He fell awkwardly on that right side. The good sportsmanship from Mason Smith to come back and help him up. That's just a basketball play.
Yeah, nothing intentional there for sure by Mason Smith. Chandler Smith, you'd never see that from any of the guys on his team. He teaches his guys to play really hard and very physical, but definitely not dirty.
5:01 to play now in the second quarter as Gavin Crane goes to the line. The officials pro move there, giving him just a little bit of time to regroup before they give him the ball to shoot. Crane off the back iron on that first one. It'll stay 16-4. Looks like we're going to have Erickson and JMO at the scorer's table, but they will be held for now. JMO will be led on, but Erickson was late to the party, so Lance Cox will check out for Jamison Thompson, and Erickson will have to wait for the next dead ball. Crane in and out. 5 minutes left now in the second quarter. It's still a 12-point lead for Green Canyon. Smith hits the brakes. Nice bounce pass inside, and finally a bucket. I believe that's Noah Carden. It is. Noah Card in for 2. And right back on the other end, it's Gavin Crane. That was Mountain Crest's first basket in almost 8 minutes of gameplay. Now a long pass off Trey Cooper after the deflection from J-Mo, and that's another turnover for Mountain Crest. They've got to be up above 5 now, Coach.
We had some quick action there. As soon as Mountain Crest did score their first basket in about 7 minutes, boy, Green Canyon got that ball out of the basket quick and threw it up court to Gavin Crane.
Crane's going to get a breather as he checks out along with Jamison Thompson. Lance Cox, Gavin Erickson, Boston Horman, the 3-on with Jude Haig and Easton Stokes. 4.5 to go now in the quarter. Cox sets the screen for Haig, tries to move to the right, but Dimitrikov pops up. Haig drives anyway. Right corner 3 for Horman off the assist from Haig is no good, but a rebound from Lance Cox. Stokes will back it out with a fresh shot clock and reset. Now here's Haig on the right wing. Fakes the drive over to Erickson, left wing. He drives to the baseline. Hop step, kicks out for Horman. Now Jude Haig, straightaway 3. Back iron, but Lance Cox has another rebound, swatted it to the wrong guy. Andrus driving, picked his pocket from behind. It's Easton Stokes again. Stokes might be averaging up above 2 steals a game now, Coach, with how many turnovers Green Canyon's generated in their last few games.
He's crafty in a lot of areas.
Left corner 3, sure. Erickson a little too long. Smith is going to slow it down for Mountain Crest. 3:38 to go in the second quarter. Horman playing some heavy defense way outside the perimeter. Smith floats this one in for Dimitrikov at about mid-range, working on Lance Cox. Driving to that block, throws it away again. Dimitrikov is having a nightmare of a night, Coach.
Boy, I'll tell you what, as soon as he catches the ball down there, he's got guys collapsing on him, and he's having a real tough time getting the ball out to wide open people.
Nico averages 12.2 points a game, 3.8 rebounds a game, and an assist and a half per game, but he's only got 2 points in this first half and probably about 4 turnovers now.
Green Canyon defense just making it really hard for the Mountain Crest Mustangs.
Haig, heat check. Oh, my goodness. Yep. Rattle that one home, Jude Haig. That's 15 points in the first half.
He's feeling it. Andrus just got caught on his heels right there, and Jude made him pay.
Stokes got a hand to the ball, but also a hip to hip, and he'll get called for the foul. That's Easton's third team foul on Green Canyon this quarter, so J-Mo is going to check back in. Stokes will get a breather. 3:01 remaining in the first half, and your guys with 2 fouls, you'll take them off the court, preferably for the rest of the half. Green Canyon has only allowed 1 bucket in this entire quarter. They've only allowed 1 bucket in the last 9 minutes of gameplay. Now down low, kick back out. Andrus gives up the 3. Hop step drive and a foul going to be called. It's either Crane or J-Mo. It's J-Mo. No, it's Gavin Erickson. Baseline inbound for Mountain Crest. Looking for a man. They float this over the top. Oh, what a snag there from Carden. Kick back up top. Mountain Crest moving it over to Parker Andrus. Fakes the shot. Got Gavin Crane in the air, but his mid-range jumper is no good. Rebound bouncing around off everyone. Jude Haig is the one to pull it out of the air. Crane driving in transition. Finds Erickson. Right corner 3. Bang!
Nice.
24-6 Green Canyon.
Nice pass out there by Gavin Crane. Understood that he wasn't quite on balance. Found a wide open Gavin Erickson for a 3-ball.
Andrus driving to that block, and he just dribbled himself away from possession. Jude Haig in transition. Heat check 3. Short. Gavin Crane rebound. Gets away from Andrus' pressure. Now into the right corner again. Erickson back out to Horman. Jude Haig up top. 2 minutes to go in the half. 27 on the shot clock.
J-Mo in a mismatch down there.
Haig throws it across to Gavin Crane, right wing. Back to the corner for Erickson. Now J-Mo on the right block, and we've got a foul on the shot. J-Mo going to the line. 24-6 with 1:47 to go. Green Canyon basketball sponsored by Great Basin Graphics. Custom t-shirts, detailed embroidery, and graphic designs that will get your business noticed. Go to greatbasingraphics.com.
I think Jamison's working really hard. I love the things that he's been doing the last few games that we've been able to do when we've been doing the Green Canyon games, Stockton. He might not score, but I'll tell you what, he's hustling and working hard, getting himself in position defensively.
J-Mo goes 2 for 2 and makes the lead 20 points for Green Canyon. It's 26-6. It was 11-4 when this quarter started. It's been a much different second quarter for Green Canyon as this one's into the right corner for Carden. He drives baseline, gets that up and over Gavin Crane. Noah Carden has the only 4 points for Mountain Crest in the quarter.
Nice dribble drive there by Carden. Saw him play really well in the JV game earlier tonight.
Minute 23 now for Jude Haig as he moves to the right, trying to get past Andrus. Hits the brakes at that right wing line. Andrus knocks it out of his hands, but he gets it out to J-Mo. 18 on the shot clock. Right back to Jude Haig. He wants to screen, goes the other way. Now Gavin Crane driving baseline. His pass is tipped to Horman, and Horman draws the foul as Carden came flying across. That's just heads-up play for Boston Horman, and that is the 15th foul of the quarter for Mountain Crest, so he's going to have 2 shots. We're going to see Seth Anderson's first check-in of the night for the last minute 6. That's the second foul against Noah Carden as well. Horman hits the first one, 27-8. Erickson checks out for Seth Anderson. Horman rolls that one around but gets a friendly bounce. It's 28-8. Green Canyon back up by 20. Mustangs over to Andrus, keeping it moving. Nice takeaway. Seth Anderson, his first touch of the game is a steal. Back out, Jude Haig gives up that right wing 3, throws it back out to Anderson. He's going to be uncontested, and he just shoots that a little long. We've got a foul on the floor.
Boston Harmon, I think. Yep, 21 White.
They're going to get him for a forearm shiver, trying to go up for that rebound. 5th team foul for Green Canyon in this quarter, so Mountain Crest has 2 shots. They're going to send Mason Smith to the line. That's Boston's first foul of the night. Smith hits the first. 48.6 remaining in the first half. 4 points for Carden. That's the first point tonight for Mason Smith, and 2 for Parker Andrus. Smith goes 2 for 2 and gets Mountain Crest up to 10. It's 28-10 as Erickson comes back in for Seth Anderson. You know, it was a cool moment that I think about every time we see Seth Anderson check in is when he and Jared got to play together at the end of last season.
That was a lot of fun last year.
45 seconds left in the second quarter. Erickson working on Carden. Carden gets past the screen for Crane, but Crane takes the ball instead. Now Haig outside, 35 on the clock. Thought about the 3, finds Erickson. Erickson has it knocked away, keeps possession. 15 on the shot clock now. Great pass from Erickson, gets Jude Haig into space, then makes a man miss, leaves the 3 just a bit short. Andrus trying to rebound. J-Mo throwing it off a Mountain Crest Mustang, but they control that throw. Now here's Carden driving, brushes past Erickson, but does not hit the layup. Rebound Boston Horman, 12 seconds left. And now Gavin Erickson's got to move. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Haig, deep 3, no chance. Just off right, and last touch by Boston Horman. I was going to lose my mind if that went in, Coach.
That looked like it was right on line, just a little bit right.
That's deep for the NBA. 2.5 seconds remaining in the second quarter, so it's going to be a half-court heave if they can get this one in. Here's Carden launching it. Too long. Hit the scoreboard, or excuse me, the shot clock. So 28-10 is going to be our halftime score, Coach. 16 minutes of good basketball for Green Canyon, 8 minutes of good basketball for Mountain Crest, and 8 minutes of not so good basketball.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I think the big difference, well, I know the big difference tonight so far, Green Canyon just doing some great things defensively. Like I said, they're in solid position defensively, which leads to easy rebounds for them. And I'll tell you, I think they're doing a great job of getting the ball out. One of the things we are seeing tonight, I think that Mountain Crest is doing a pretty good job defensively on Jude, but what we're seeing him do tonight is play the game with an education. He knows how to get open.
He does. Green Canyon has an 18-point lead thanks to 15 from Jude Haig in that first half. Several 3 balls falling for the Holy Cross commit. Stick with us here on 100.9 Light FM and 107.7. It's more Region 11 basketball as we head to Christmas break. And don't forget, your production brought to you by Cache Valley Daily. The latest news about what's going on in your community is found on Cache Valley Daily, including photo galleries and replays of local sports.
Keep on rocking me, baby. Keep on rocking me, baby. Keep on rocking me, baby.
Political
elections to breaking news to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
From what's happening in local political elections to breaking news to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Welcome back to Green Canyon High School up here in North Logan, Utah. It's another Region 11 basketball matchup between Green Canyon and the Mountain Crest Mustangs. Stockton Jukes and Coach Terrell Baldwin here with you on 100.9 Light FM and on 107.7 FM, our sister station, the home of Mountain Crest Mustang Sports. Thank you for listening along with us, and if you're watching along with us on CashValleyDaily.com or on YouTube, your video experience is powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. Expect specific guidance from advisors who adhere to principles of honesty, professionalism, and integrity. Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com. T, as we come back from the halftime break, we don't have a ton of time to talk, but Green Canyon really separated themselves in that second quarter, and Mountain Crest obviously had some adjustments to make at halftime. And just, with your insight for Coach Chandler Smith, what do you think he was telling his team during that 10-minute break?
This is the adjustment I think he probably talked about. You can't be worried about what type of defense what type of defense the Green Canyon's in on each possession. You've just got to go make some basketball plays. You've got to cut in open areas, and you've got to attack the rim. I look for Mountain Crest to be a little bit more offensive, assertively on the offensive end. And I'll tell you what, I think Green Canyon, you've just got to lock down and play solid defense just like you were that first half and try and get some easy scoring opportunities on the offensive end like they did. They keep doing that, and Mountain Crest isn't able to actually score it. It's going to be an easy win for Green Canyon.
Green Canyon leading by 18 as we come back out of the break. Mountain Crest had about an 8-minute run where they did not score a point from just over about 4.5 left in the first quarter. They scored to make it 4-2 Mountain Crest, and then they didn't get their 6th point until about 4.5 left in that second quarter. A couple more buckets from Noah Cardin, who's turned into Mountain Crest's leading scorer tonight, but we'll see what they can run offensively as Green Canyon will start off with a midcourt inbounds, and we are underway for the third quarter of action. Green Canyon switching ends, going left to right across your radio dial in this second half.
Mountain Crest start out in a man-to-man defense.
Stokes, nice bounce pass for Haig on entry. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line to start us off. 7:43 on the clock. That's going to go against number 10, Mason Smith, his second personal. Haig hits the first. It's 29-10, and Jude has 16 points tonight. Haig came into this one at a nice 78% from the free throw line. That'll make him 37 for 47 now. And a rebound from Mason Smith on the miss. I'll take responsibility for that one. I was talking about his percentage while he was shooting. That was not very smart of me. From the left wing back up top for Mason Smith.
Green Canyon coming out in their zone.
Oh, a nice three rattled home there by Tayton Martinson.
Nice shot there.
Nice to see one fall for Mountain Crest, 29-13. Now JMO will wind up for three off the right side, and the rebound falls for Martinson. Still a 16-point lead for Green Canyon as Martinson just lost the handle. Stokes takes advantage of a high bounce, finds Jude Haig on the right block, goes up against Parker Andrews and rolls that one around and in. 31-13 Green Canyon. It's that inverted score, Coach.
Yep.
I'm telling you, that's my favorite thing to see.
Mountain Crest went a little bit different lineup this second half.
Good poke there from JMO to get that one away from Dimitrikov. It'll stay on the Mountain Crest end of the floor. 24 on the shot clock, 6:51 on the game clock.
Noah Cardin seeing some action this half to start this half for the Mountain Crest Mustangs.
Horman and JMO playing a very nice double team in the paint there. Andrus' three takes a high bounce off the back iron but falls. Back-to-back threes for Mountain Crest to start off this half. Now Horman fakes, drives, and the rebound falls from Andrus to Dimitrikov. Andrus now in transition, going to go down the middle, lost the handle, had to throw that out to Cardin. Now back up top again. The three is a little long this time. Tayton Martinson could not hit. Gavin Crane the other way. Finds Jude Haig, left wing three, got Andrus to move past him and then hits that.
Man.
He is seeing
what
things.
A play.
That bucket's got to be 10 miles wide tonight, Coach.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you. Love watching him shoot the basketball. Love watching him operate on the offensive end.
And another turnover for Green Canyon's defense. They find Haig again, right wing three with a hand in his face. Oh my goodness, he got fouled, hit the shot, they didn't call it. Parker Andrus put a heel of his hand in his forehead, and he still hit the shot.
Boy, right in front of the one with our officials there. I don't know how that's not a
Should be a four-point play, but now here's Cardin on the other end. His three is no good. Andrus with a nice offensive rebound and one. If that's a foul, then I don't know how that's not a foul, Coach. That's ridiculous. 5:35 left, and that is going to be 7 points now for Andrus. The first foul going against Jamison Thompson and the first against the Wolves in this quarter. Andrus converts, 37-19. Jude's got 24 points. They find Boston Horman on the right wing, uncontested, just a little short. Jude Haig, offensive rebound attempt. Last touch, Andrus. They're going to have Stokes go down and take this one off the right side of the bucket on the baseline. Horman wrapping around, trying to get that on the block. Has to back out. They'll float it over the top for Haig. JMO right there with the screen. Haig will slow down. 5:20 remaining in the quarter, and Haig is finally fouled. There were about 4 fouls there, and Dimitrikov's going to jaw at him as he gets his third foul of the night.
I think the way Jude's playing, as opposed to the way Dimitrikov is playing, probably not a good thing there to try to ignite a fire there in Jude.
Gavin Crane mishandled it off his shin, and that's going to be a backcourt violation by half a basketball. 37-19 with 5:16 to go in the third quarter. Green Canyon leading by 18. Andrus back up top for Smith. Bounce pass back to Andrus at the charity stripe, drives left side, throws it to Dimitrikov on that right block, spins around JMO but cannot score. JMO has the rebound. He gets fouled twice and they don't blow the whistle. Haig, transition is good. 26 points for Jude Haig. And a timeout called by Mountain Crest as the lead grows to 20 once again, Coach. It's certainly a lot more of a fiery 3 minutes than we've seen all night.
I think Green Canyon's just clicking on all cylinders. They're doing some great things, easy fast break opportunities, because they're rebounding down here on the defensive end, causing all types of problems for Mountain Crest. Mountain Crest just can't sustain and put together back-to-back positive offensive possessions.
4:53 remaining now in the third quarter. Green Canyon basketball sponsored by DD Auto and Salvage, Cache Valley's #1 place. To get the most money for junk vehicles and scrap metal, call 435-787-1204. If you're having car problems, you can trust Cache Valley Auto Care for expert service backed by excellent online reviews and customer satisfaction. You can find coupons on their website, another proud sponsor of Region 11 Athletics. Now, Green Canyon, this is going to be their last game of the calendar year, but Mountain Crest is going to play in it looks like a mini tournament next weekend after Christmas, the 27th and 28th. They will be playing at Roy on Friday, the 27th at 5 p.m. Then they'll come back to Hiram and host Preston on Saturday night at 7. That's the 28th.
Yeah, it is a little weird how we began the region season before Christmas. That's not something we normally see. But due to an adjustment as far as the state tournament side and so on, we had to make that adjustment. But
both these teams will have non-region opponents when we come back. For instance, Green Canyon's going to host Judge Memorial on the 10th of January. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, one of our favorite games. We went down to Judge last year and had a lot of fun doing that game.
39-19 is the score in the third quarter. 4:45 now as Mountain Crest looks to get that back down to 18. Dimitrikov double-teamed on that left side block, trying to dribble through, knocked away by Cox. Goes down to 3 points of contact and has it knocked away by Cox out of bounds. 16 on the shot clock. It'll be a baseline inbound for Mason Smith. Smith fakes down the baseline, now goes up top for Carden. Carden picks up the dribble. Now has to drop that back again for Martinson. Martinson moving to the right side, drops the shoulder, trying to drive on Horman, throws it off the glass, does not get the friendly roll. Now here's Stokes the other way. Stokes, nice bounce pass to Horman on entry. Horman trying to generate contact, doesn't get the whistle, but Stokes has the rebound. Now Haig, left wing three from way downtown, a little short. Gavin Crane, another offensive rebound, knocked away by Carden. Green Canyon's basketball. Substitution now for Green Canyon as Horman's going to check out for Gavin Erickson. Haig trying to get the play on the far side of the court. Finds Stokes just shy of that midcourt stripe. Clock running again. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Lance Cox up top, down low for Gavin Crane. Shook himself free, does not get fouled. Got a second chance effort and then gets thrown to the ground. That is going to be a foul. It's another one on Dimitrikov.
I think Dimitrikov is getting frustrated down there with the length of Gavin Crane, his height, physicalness, just causing some problems.
I'm seeing some exchanges of words down there as well between some of the guys. Left corner three, Jude Haig. Machine!
Boy, small gap there for him to get that shot off, and he did, deep in the corner.
42-19, 29 points for Jude Haig. He's outscoring Mountain Crest by 10. All right, Coach, I want to know, are you leaning on Mountain Crest or Jude Haig having more points when we're done tonight?
I'll tell you what, right now I'm probably going to go with Jude.
Dimitrikov driving right side.
Nice.
Does get that one to roll around. There on the follow-up was Easton Pugmeyer. Got tangled up with Stokes for a minute.
Good drive right there by Nico.
Cox hesitates, trying to drive on Dimitrikov. Now throws it back outside for Haig. Haig thought about a really deep three. Got him in the air. Now moves to the charity stripe. Mid-range J is good. He's up above 30 for 31. He is cooking.
He's feeling it.
2:55 to play in the third quarter. Mason Smith the other way, 44-21. It's now a 23-point game. And driving, getting contact, but no bucket. It'll be two shots for Martinson.
What a great basketball move down there on the other end by Jude
no, they're
Haig.
going to call that foul on the floor, Coach. So Gavin Crane called for a block there. Looks like we're going to have three substitutions. Pugmire, Martinson, and Carden coming off the floor. They'll be replaced by Trey Cooper on that far side, Braden Larson, and Parker Andrus back in the game. Dimitrikov sliding, getting up and over Gavin Crane. 2:40 to go now in the quarter. Easton Stokes turns on the Jets, goes behind the back, trying to switch to that left side. Lance Cox fakes the three, drives. He got held on both arms and no whistle was blown. I'm not sure what's going on tonight, Coach. It's pretty obvious. And that's going to be a foul on the Green Canyon Wolves. Easton Stokes is going to get called for a reach. I don't understand. They're brushing shoulder to shoulder on one end. They're grabbing arms on the other end, and it's just not. I don't get it.
Both teams playing hard, trying to get an advantage defensively.
Oh, I don't fault Mountain Crest at all. It's just inconsistency. It's never any of the players' fault.
And we're great at officiating up here, that's for sure.
Oh, everyone knows we have the best view, Coach.
I haven't missed a call yet this year.
That's a nice fadeaway
jumper
off of 1 foot for Parker Andrus. He's up to 10 points now. They're going to need him.
Yeah, I was a little nervous about Andrus. It looked like he was hobbling a little bit.
He's averaging 10.6. Now Jude Haig gets him shaking, misses off the right glass. Trying to come up from behind to knock that one away. Nice drive through the middle. That looked like it might have gotten touched by Gavin Crane. Rebound for Horman, finds Lance Cox in transition. Cox is going to drive, two-step to the right side,
nice
and
take.
Scores.
Nice take there by Lance Cox.
They don't have him up on the board yet, but they will in just a minute. Smith up top, picked up the dribble, needs some help. Trey Cooper pops out, gets it right back to him. Minute 25 to go in the third quarter. 20 on the shot clock now for Mountain Crest. Left corner, Andrus thought about the three, trying to generate contact from Horman. Now bouncing that inside, Dimitrikov working on Cox. Draws the foul and scores, and Lance Cox is beside himself. So is Logan Brown, screaming at the official down there, saying, hey, if you're calling it down here, why aren't you calling it on the other side?
Yeah, I don't blame you at all.
So Lance Cox is going to have to check out after his third foul there.
So that is a good, strong move by Dimitrikov. Finish right there at the rim and get that foul. Coach Brown's just reminding Lance exactly what they're supposed and how they're supposed to be playing him according to their scouting report.
Dimitrikov hits. It's another 18-point game. He's up to 9 points. Erickson over to J-Mo. Had Dimitrikov trying to jump into the passing lane, but J-Mo has to go back outside for Erickson. Now right corner, Horman. Hands this one off to Jude Haig. Haig picks up the dribble, Andrus right on top of him, and they're going to call a timeout. 12 seconds on the shot clock, 50.5 on the clock for the third quarter. Going to have to drop a pretty quick inbounds play here, Coach. Now, Mountain Crest, they've made some decent adjustments, but when you look at the scoreboard, we're basically exactly where we started this quarter. It's an 18-point game.
I think Mountain Crest is trying to do anything they can, offensively, defensively, just to try and get some strings of positive plays going. And I'll tell you, anytime they try and do that, Green Canyon's answering on the other end with a Jude Haig three-pointer, a Lance Cox dribble drive to the basket. Strong offensive effort tonight by Green Canyon to this point.
Sometimes you just run into a guy who's hot. That's just how it goes.
One of the things, one of my observations to this point is I think Mountain Crest is actually doing a pretty good job on Jude. I think they're defending him pretty tightly. He's doing some great things to create a little bit of space where he can get that shot off.
Oh, and he's making buckets while getting fouled, and the fouls aren't getting called, and he's making the shots anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing a nice job, like I said, creating space. So I think Parker Andrus overall is doing a pretty good job on him.
Horman finds Gavin Crane on the right block. Now fires down the baseline. Awkward left corner three for Jude Haig. He made that from behind the backboard.
What a play there. Great play coming out of that timeout by Coach Logan Brown.
Shake and bake three is good for Trey Cooper on the other end. He'll get a little boost for Mountain Crest.
Yeah, his first basket of the game. If you're Mountain Crest, you'd love to see Trey Cooper get going.
Shot clock is off. Erickson finds JMO up top, 25 to go in the quarter. Erickson pops up. Oh, what a steal from Carden. Just read that like a book, and he will lay that up with ease. Now 16 to go, 15 to go in the quarter. The clock will keep running. 49-33 the score. Green Canyon leading by 16. Haig directing traffic. He's going to try and get an ISO on Parker Andrus. 6 seconds now in the quarter. Not going to get the ISO. Pulls back for the left wing three. A little off right. Rebound Cooper. And he launches one down the court to end the quarter. It's a 16-point lead for Green Canyon. Cut into a little bit there for Mountain Crest, and the shots are falling more so now than they have been all night. But, Coach, it's still a steep mountain to climb.
I'll tell you what, I think that inbounds play that Coach Brown drew up during that timeout was unbelievable. Just kind of tells you how everything's going tonight. Green Canyon's doing some nice things to create a little bit of space. That was well defended by Mountain Crest. They just couldn't get over there just quick enough.
For 100 years, Young Toyota and Young Honda have been delivering exceptional customer experience. Think Young, drive Young, a proud sponsor of Region 11 Athletics. We'll be right back with more basketball.
High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon Sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Welcome back to North Logan, Utah. Stockton Jukes, Terrell Baldwin here with you on 100.9 Light FM and 107.7. It's another quarter of Region 11 basketball, the fourth between Green Canyon and Mountain Crest. As the Wolves lead by 16, it's 49-33, Mustang ball to start us off. Here's Dimitrikov on the left wing outside, looking for options, trying to direct traffic. Bounces this one to Andrus at the charity stripe. He's going to pull up from there and hit. Nice shot from Parker Andrus. 49-35. The lead's down to 14.
Nice offensive possession there by Mountain Crest.
Stokes faked the shot from the left elbow. Outside to Cox. Now pops out to get the return service. Gavin Crane, left wing. Driving down the lane. Stuffed by Andrus. It'll stay with Green Canyon, but that's a strong play, and Parker Andrus is heating up.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice mid-range jumper down there by Mountain Crest to get that fourth quarter started.
Quick sub for the Mustangs. Larson will check out of the game.
If you're Mountain Crest, you'd love to see Trey Cooper get going. He's had that three-pointer right at the end of the third quarter. You got to keep him firing.
Stokes trying to get that down low to JMO. It was knocked away by Dimitrikov, and then he slipped and knocked it out of bounds. Something I'm noticing for Dimitrikov, he's got some slick soles tonight. It's one of the worst things that can happen to you as a forward. 7:18 to go in the fourth quarter. Green Canyon baseline inbound again. They've got 11 on the shot clock. Jude Haig floats it in for Jamison Thompson from mid-range. Oh, what nice. A cut from Gavin Crane, and he slams it home.
Nice read there by Jamison Thompson to throw that inbounds pass to Gavin Crane.
Carden down the left side in transition. Nice move to get rid of Easton Stokes. Now goes to the left corner. Give and go with Cooper. His three is good. Noah Carden's got to be the guy for Mountain Crest the rest of the way.
Carden's playing great for Mountain Crest tonight, just as he did in that JV game.
51-38. The lead's been cut down to 13 now. And Jude Haig got tripped up by Andrews, who went down to the ground. Ball kept alive by Gavin Crane. Now wants to drive, has to stop at the free throw line. Haig wrapping around, driving right side, draws the foul. Finally, they call it after he gets hit for the third time. It's taken forever for them to get that whistle up, Coach.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Jude's got to be.
Oh, he is
just
frustrated.
a little bit frustrated, a little bit fatigued. He's working awfully hard to get open.
That's where the exchanges of words are coming in. Is Jude Haig feels like he's getting mugged down there.
And I think Parker Andrus, like I mentioned earlier, I think he's doing a pretty good job defensively. and you still got 35.
Haig hits the first one. It's 52-38, leads back up to 14. JMO checks out for Lance Cox, Stokes, Horman, and Crane, the others on the floor for Green Canyon. 2 for 2 for Jude, that's 36. Andrus, they're going to have to go quickly for the rest of the way. 6:34 to play in this game. Carden from the right side wants to move left. Gets some help from Martinson. Now a deep three from Trey Cooper is off the back iron. Oh, what a fight, though, from Tatum Martinson to get to that ball. His offensive rebound is good, but the second chance bucket is no good, and they call a jump ball. That ball was still moving. I am baffled by some of the decisions that are being made tonight. At least it's not affecting the game, but goodness gracious, Coach. Possession arrow in favor of Green Canyon. Crane bounces that into Easton Stokes. Now Boston Horman from the right wing. Nice cut from Haig to get to the right block. Kicks it out for Lance Cox. He got left alone up top, but he leaves the three short. Rebound for Martinson. Now a long ball. Was looking for Trey Cooper. Cooper has to circle back out. Martinson down low for Dimitrikov. Double teamed on that block. Dimitrikov driving in, lost his balance, and traveled.
Nice
Falling
job.
backward, had to move that foot.
Yep, nice job there by Green Canyon, just firing on the catch there, post by Dimitrikov.
That's been their game plan on him tonight. It's worked very well. As soon as he gets to a block, bring Boston Horman in and just put your arms up.
Double teaming on the backside, and he's got no idea where to throw the ball to.
Haig throws that over to Lance Cox. Cox hands it off to Haig. Thought about the straightaway three. Now the left wing three is good.
Nice.
What is happening to Jude Haig? 39 points.
Nice little shake there to free himself up.
5:20 to play. I said earlier the basket must look 10 miles wide for him, but that's probably smaller than it actually looks for him. Oh, second chance bucket is again no good for Mountain Crest, and a foul's going to be called on Andrus, reaching in on Horman from behind. Horman gave him a little bit of business on the back end of that one.
Yeah, Boston knows how to play physical as well. I really like some of the things that he does.
It's funny, too, because Boston's such an unassuming kid. You look at him, it's like, oh, that's got to be the nicest kid in the world. He'll throw you around if he has to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's not afraid to play physical.
It's the Carson Templin build. Play 50 pounds heavier and 6 inches taller than you actually are. Haig, deep three, heat check. Oh, my word!
Yeah. There's a new mayor in North Logan.
42 points for Jude Haig. Over to Andrus. Driving, hopping, knocked away. Stokes on the ground. Recovered by Dimitrikov, nice. And Andrus does find a way to get that home. 59-40 with 4:35 to go. Time to start digging through some box scores, Coach. Easton Stokes in for Gavin Crane. They're going to call the reach on Dimitrikov. That's his third personal.
Boy, they're guarding him.
Fourth personal on Dimitrikov.
40 feet from the basket. Like I said earlier, there's a new mayor in North Logan, and it's Jude Haig.
I think I'm gonna wait to say this definitively, but I'm almost positive that's his season high. He had a bunch against Provo. That's the game I'm pulling up right now. He had 25 against Provo. Here's Stokes on the left wing. Driving into the middle, slid a little bit now. Nice. Fade away, 1 foot shot is good. Easton Stokes is cooking a little bit too.
Nice shot there by the Swiss Army knife, Easton Stokes.
And for how much he's had a hand on this game, that's only his first point of the game. Left wing three, deep, no good. Knocked away by Dimitrikov, and Jude Haig is going to let that go out of bounds. Half court inbound play for Green Canyon. So Haig's going to have this just behind half court, they'll say. Jude had 41 against Mountain Ridge, so this is a new season high. One of the best shooting performances I've seen in person.
Yeah, that 41 was down in St. George, right? When they played Mountain Ridge?
Yep.
Yeah.
.355 remaining in this one as Green Canyon just keeps running away with it behind Jude Haig's hot hand. 21-point lead for the Wolves. Horman's going to have this one on the near side now. Floats this behind the timing line for Stokes. Easton moves up the court, now finds Lance Cox on the right wing. Motioned Horman out. Horman cuts instead. He's followed closely by Carden. Back outside. Stokes trying to turn the corner. Right corner three from Horman. In and out. Dimitrikov with the rebound. Now trying to go quickly. Martinson in transition. Nice move. And a block is going to be called on Stokes, peeling himself up off the floor. That's his 4th of the game. He might have to be done for the night, coach. It was close, but he wasn't set. Two shots coming up for Tayton Martinson.
I think Coach Brown's probably reminding him right there, hey, you're the floor leader. You don't need to do anything dumb. You can let that guy go or just contest that shot hard without fouling.
Martinson took a tour of the entire rim, but did hit the first one. Missed the second one left, and we've got a push on the floor against Mountain Crest. It's going to go against Andrus. That's his 3rd. I don't know about that one, Coach, either. That's
going to go against Lance Cox.
Oh, that went against Cox?
Boy, that's an interesting call there.
Goodness. I didn't see anything on there.
Keep the ball down here on Mountain Crest end.
That's 4 against Lance now, too. Dimitrikov driving.
Nice.
Floats that one over the left shoulder and tries to stare down the crowd, but the scoreboard will remind you it's an 18-point lead for Green Canyon. 3:15 to play in this one. Stokes across midcourt. Fakes right, now goes right. Mason Smith has been sticking with him all night, though. Stokes has been faster than everyone he's played except for Smith, but he does get to the bucket that time and gives Mason Smith a chest tap in gratitude.
Strong move there by Easton Stokes as he took that one to the rim.
Deep three, Martinson in and out. Rebound falls to Lance Cox. Now here's Stokes in transition. Floats it across for Jude Haig. Up and off the glass. He got ran into the backboard and no foul was called. That should have been Dimitrikov's 5th. And now they're going to call that one against Atkinson, which was far less than what Dimitrikov just got away with. I've been baffled by what they're letting these Mustangs do to Jude Haig tonight. And he's still got 42 points, Coach. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, hard physical basketball Mountain Crest is playing. I'll tell you, what we're seeing from Jude tonight, this offensive performance, is much different than some other offensive performances we've seen. Like I said, Mountain Crest is doing a pretty good job defensively against him. He just plays with an education. He knows how to get open. I'll tell you what, he knows how to play the game of basketball. You can see why he's a Division I basketball player.
That was the 5th team foul of the quarter against Mountain Crest, so Jude Haig has 2 shots and he makes the first. 2 for 2 for Jude, 44-point night, 65-43, and Jude Haig is once again outscoring the Mountain Crest Mustangs. Baseline drive, Carden floater a little short. Dimitrikov has the rebound. They're going to call a foul on Horman. Horman had both palms to the sky, and they still get him for a foul. 2:31 on the 4th quarter clock. 22-point lead for Green Canyon. Floated outside now, Mason Smith from the left wing. Inside Dimitrikov trying to drive. Gavin Crane in to help. Spins against Horman. Now finds Smith on the cut, and Smith leaves it short. Second chance bucket is good. Haig launches one for Horman. He does get that one down. Back outside for Cox. 2:10 now in the game. Over to Erickson. Almost missed it, but did handle. Haig. Awkward jumper. Mid-range bucket.
Boy.
It's like he just throws it up and a magnet pulls that ball through the hoop.
What a great touch he has.
They throw that downside for Dimitrikov, and he just missed an easy layup. Rebound coming down, and they're going to get Horman again on a foul. That's Boston's 3rd now. We're just playing by 2 different sets of rules on both sides of the floor. Timeout called, I think, by Mountain Crest.
Yep. Mountain Crest going to take this timeout. Chandler Smith going to keep teaching, keep trying to educate his players. Looks like he's going to keep his starters in, which means Coach Brown will probably keep his starters in.
Got some score updates from around the region for you as everyone is in action. Skyview across the mountains at Bear River. The last score update we had from them was the halftime score, and Bear River hit a half-court shot at the buzzer going into halftime to take a 25-24 lead against the Bobcats. We'll see if we get a final score update. Logan was up 24-17 against Ridgeline at halftime. Now at the end of the third, they're tied at 34.
Always great to see some teams in our region have these great, closely contested games. Not quite what we're seeing here at Green Canyon Gymnasium tonight. One thing that's been interesting about Mountain Crest tonight, they're not clicking on all cylinders. They're not clicking at all, much at all, but you're seeing some hard, tough defense they're playing tonight. Right to the end. We got a minute 49 to go, and they're still playing hard.
Mason Smith going to be the inbound man for Mountain Crest. Just shoves that into Dimitrikov, double teamed on the block. Now they throw it out for Carden's three, and he drills that one. Noah Carden reminds me a little bit of Drake Allen, I'm not going to lie.
And if you're the Green Canyon fans, you're wanting 50.
Haig just got bumped by Dimitrikov. That's his fifth, and Dimitrikov had something to say to him, too, as he goes to the floor. Dimitrikov's out of the game.
It's on the ground, no shooting foul there. He's going to shoot two.
They're in the double bonuses, Green Canyon, and Dimitrikov's going to have to check out of this one. Off night for Dimitrikov ends with a foul out and some more jawing for whatever reason.
Great defense tonight by Green Canyon on Dimitrikov. Just really limited his scoring opportunities.
Haig hits again. It's 47 points for Jude. A minute 33 to go. Two for two again for Jude Haig. I think he's perfect from the line tonight.
Yeah, these Green Canyon fans cheering for 50.
Moving it around the perimeter. Baseline drive. Over the top. Jude Haig has the rebound. Haig away from pressure, gets fouled from behind. And we've got another foul out.
And we got a chance for 50.
Haig's going to go to the line for two shots. Tayton Martinson picks up his fifth. He's out of the game.
His individual scoring total and the Mountain Crest Mustangs tied 48 apiece.
A minute 20 left in this one. This building's about to get deathly quiet. Got the first one.
49. I think you get it to 50. You might want to.
Oh, in and out for Jude. He stays at 49 for now. It's 70-48, and a timeout's called by Mountain Crest. Minute 13 to go. It's still on the table, Coach. It's still there. You think the nerves just got to him there?
Yeah, I think the nerves just got to him, and he was just a little bit tied on that last one. Didn't quite shoot it as freely as he did that first one. Chandler Smith, interesting. He and his assistant coaches there still doing some coaching. Love to see that. I wouldn't expect anything but that from those two down there. Troy Pickett, one of his assistant coaches. Love to see Troy down there assisting Chandler.
Green Canyon ready to break their huddle already. Once again, you're listening to Region 11 basketball on 100.9 Light FM, the home of Green Canyon Sports. Also on our sister station, 107.7 FM, the home of Mountain Crest Athletics. If you're streaming along with us on CashValleyDaily.com or on YouTube, your video experience is powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. You can expect specific guidance from advisors who adhere to principles of honesty, professionalism, and integrity. Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com.
If you're Green Canyon here, you're hoping for a steal and maybe an easy two-point basket on the other end for Jude Haig. Take a timeout and get him out of the game.
Mason Smith, inbound play. Minute 12 now left. Green Canyon's going to run the trap quickly. They're trying to foul Mountain Crest and just get Jude the ball. That was smart. So Mountain Crest can have two shots now. Down by 22. That was the fifth team foul against Green Canyon this quarter, but that means they'll guaranteed have at least another possession, Coach. Maybe even two. What do you do? Just give Jude the ball and get everyone out of the paint?
Yeah, it's interesting to think about different strategies here. The game's definitely out of reach. I think the safety of the players is very important. This game doesn't mean a whole lot right now. You've got the victory secured.
Larson goes 2 for 2 to make it 70-50, and Parker Andrus fouls Jude Higgs. You know what? I'll give you a nod, Parker. That's a pro move right there. Give the people what they want. They still have Jude at 47 on the scoreboard, but he's at 49, coaches. Am I correct on that? He should have been at 48 before the last two.
Yeah, it's interesting to see.
That's 50.
Yeah, maybe did they have a point up there, a basket up there that we missed somewhere along the line?
The student section is asking the scoreboard operator. We're all asking him because it was at 48 before he took those last two, and then he hit one. So I don't know why it came down.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jude Haig's going to have a second. Well, he's either at 51 or 49. I'm not sure, but it looks like he is going to check out. So 51 points is going to be my call, and he's going to get a standing O. Mountain Crest doesn't care to allow him to have his moment, though. They play transition ball during that. I hate that, Coach. I frankly think that's a terrible move.
Yeah, I think the official should have just waited for maybe a brief second. Let him.
Not only that, it's sportsmanship. You just had a guy score 51. Let him have his moment. The game's over. Goodness.
That's quite a performance we saw tonight.
Inside for Andrus, goes up and misses, gets his own rebound and is fouled but scores. So Jude Haig's not going to outscore the Mountain Crest Mustangs tonight, but he scored 51 points, and I don't think you can frown about that.
No, I think we're going to double check, but I think he's at 51.
I swear he's at 51. Andrus converts the three-point play, 72-53 with 53 seconds left in the ballgame. All JV out there now as Seth Anderson runs the point for Green Canyon. Jingle Bells breaking out from the student section behind us. Now driving right side, good move. Nice spin off the glass by Tyler.
Nice move there by Tyler Austin. Love to see him getting some varsity action.
Mason Smith drives to the glass. Stand-up defense there from Green Canyon, but they do foul the putback attempt by Easton Pugmire, and he'll go shoot two. 21.5 left on the game clock, though. Green Canyon, all they got to do is inbound the ball and dribble out the clock. What a fun night of basketball for Green Canyon, and a night that Jude Haig will certainly never forget.
Yeah, a night these fans won't soon forget either.
Left a bit short there by Pugmire on the first one.
What an effort.
Oh for 2 from the line, and the rebound comes out to Green Canyon. They'll get across midcourt and hold the ball. Back to Seth Anderson. And they'll just play pass for the last 14 seconds of this one. Anderson is going to dribble this one out against Mason Smith, who gives him an extra jab after the buzzer goes off, and that's about how this second half went. Mountain Crest just frustrated and physical. 74-53 your final score. Green Canyon wins by 21 points. I'm going back to comb through the schedule. I do think that is the second largest margin of victory, aside from the Ben Lomond game where they won by 30 points. But, Coach, let me get your final thoughts here. Green Canyon's got a whole lot to smile about after the last two games.
I'll tell you what, we are seeing Green Canyon clicking on all cylinders. They did some different things tonight than they did even the other night when we saw them win at Bear River. I just really like the way they played tonight. Obviously, the highlight would be Jude Haig and his point production tonight. One of the things that amazes me about his points tonight, I think all of his points, he was closely guarded, Stockton. The only time he wasn't closely guarded is when he shot from the free throw line. But other than that, what an outstanding performance. An offensive it's just amazing to see how educated he is in the game of basketball. Knows how to get open, knows when to take shots and make shots. I love what he does, and I just love the way the team complimented him tonight. That's what was great about the win.
We're going to take a quick break here, but I can already tell you we'll be hearing from Jude Haig a little bit later, along with Coach Logan Brown. We'll celebrate in North Logan for now, a 21-point win for Green Canyon, and the Mountain Crest fans will have a long drive back to Hiram in the wee hours of the night. Stockton Jukes, Terrell Baldwin here with you on 100.9 Light FM and 107.7. Stick with us for the postgame. We'll be right back.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
All Jude tonight here in North Logan. 51 points for the senior from Green Canyon. Leads the Wolves to a 74-53 win against Mountain Crest. They're 2-0 in region, and for the second season in a row, they are undefeated in the first half of their calendar. I'm joined now by Coach Logan Brown up here. After this game, Coach, it was a really solid win again. It feels like we've seen 3 back-to-back-to-back games now from this team where they've just executed on every single part of this game plan.
Yeah, I thought we were really good tonight, especially first half defensively. Second half, not as much on defense, but Mountain Crest kind of got going, and you know what we just witnessed was history. That was pretty amazing. You know, I'm a little speechless on how Jude did. I mean, he just got going, but his teammates found him, and he clearly got the hot hand. Man, and especially as physical as Mountain Crest was that second half, I felt like we just kept going at him.
It's got to feel good, too. You guys, you struggled a little bit to open up region play last year. There were a couple really tight 2, 4, 5-point losses, but you're through your first 2 games with double-digit wins now in region. It feels like there's just kind of a new confidence about this team, especially when it comes to the Valley competition.
They're just steady. You know, it's like Coach T and I were talking about the other day that, you know, at Bear River from the tip, there's just not a lot of – they don't get worried, you know. I mean, and at the end of the day, they're very confident, and you know, it starts with just, man, we always have 5 guys on the floor that will play together, and you know, then obviously Jude got going in that third quarter, and our guys kept finding him, and it was impressive. But it also takes a team to make that happen, and because he had teammates getting him open, he had teammates executing, and I'm just proud of our guys. It's great to go into the Christmas break, you know, going in like that.
Now, obviously, we talked a little bit about this last week after the Box Elder game, but I asked you, you know, it's a busy week. You guys play a lot of games back-to-back and in, you know, the same weekend, especially at this part of the season. The fact that you had a team play this hard, this consistent, and like you said, just so locked down, even on both sides of the ball. What does that tell you, you know, with these guys in terms of conditioning? I know you talked a lot about it's your favorite weight room group, but clearly they can run with the best of them too.
I think we just got to stay hungry. You know, there was, especially in that first half, we rebounded well. We did a really good job of guarding their stuff. We just got to stay hungry. You know, I really feel in the third quarter we let a little bit of that slip, but got a really resilient group, and they keep getting better, and that's what we just got to stay hungry.
Well, I can't wait to see what we've got in the next year, Coach, but happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and enjoy your time with your family.
Yep, thank you.
We're going to move on over to Jude Haig now as he joins us at the table. I'm kind of at a loss for words as this guy comes to sit down. We'll get him on the headset here in just a second, but again, 51 points for Jude Haig tonight. You could probably, what were you shooting, like 85% tonight? It seemed like you just could not miss. Didn't matter where you're shooting from.
Yeah, I guess so. It was definitely fun. My teammates are the best. They found me open and they knew I was rolling, so they helped me get open. I'm thankful for them, and I'm glad we won.
Now, you were making those shots, and you were scoring a lot through a lot of contact, a lot of stuff that, clearly some frustration down there with the lack of whistles. And yeah, what do you do just to stay in your own zone and to make sure that stuff doesn't get to you and you can just keep shooting?
Yeah, I learned recently just to breathe, breathe through everything. Even if I disagree with the call, it's not in my control. It's in the ref's control. So I feel like I got to keep composed and, just let the game come to me and let the game come to our team. And, yeah, that's how it went.
Well, it's been a solid first 12 for you guys. Obviously, 12-0, you can't really complain about that. 2-0 in region now. You're going to have a couple weeks off, take some time with your family for the holidays. And then when you come back, probably, maybe your 3 or 4 hardest games on the schedule, Skyview, Ridgeline, Judge, and Logan. Are you going to take some time away during the break and just kind of reset your mind, or are you going to be shooting around every day?
I'm going to be shooting around every day,
Good answer.
Yeah, I'm lucky to be able to go back to, my family and old friends, back in Pennsylvania. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm excited for Christmas, like I told you on Wednesday, and just keeping basketball. I shoot every day, that's where I get confidence to come out here. But yeah, I'm just excited for the holidays.
Well, Jude, historic night for you, your season high. I don't know if it's your career high. I'm not too familiar with your Pennsylvania stats.
Yeah, it is my career
51
high.
Your career high. All right, so Jude Haig, historic night personally for the school, and just a solid 12-game stretch from you. Your average now per game is up above 22, 23 points per game. So you're firing on all cylinders, buddy. Have a happy holidays, and we'll see you next year, okay?
Thank you. I love my teammates.
That's Jude Haig, your 51-point MVP tonight for Green Canyon. What a game. I'm really at a loss, T, for words as to the kind of potency we just saw out of Green Canyon on both sides of the ball. The turnover number in the double digits, Jude Haig scoring 51 points. You got to also give a huge hand, too, to the rest of that Green Canyon roster for facilitating through the hot hand and not trying to force anything. When you see a guy that's hitting like that and you just keep feeding him the ball, that's team play at its peak.
Yeah, one thing I didn't see tonight from Green Canyon was any type of selfish play. A guy scores 51 points, you think, oh, there's a lot of selfish play. I saw guys still shooting shots within the framework of the offense. You always love that, but 51 points. Like I was talking about earlier, Stockton, he did not take shots where he was not closely guarded.
Well, he hit a three from about 5 feet behind the line and got hit in the forehead at the same time.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I thought Mount Crest did it sounds weird to say they did a good job defending him. Hey, he just scored 51. But he did not take uncontested shots. His shots, he was contested. I'll tell you, I don't know that I've seen a high school performance like that, Stockton. I've watched a lot of high school basketball. I've never seen one like that.
I agree. It's one of the best performances I've ever seen in person on any level, but for sure at high school, the best. And keep in mind, Coach, I went to high school with Grant Williams when I was a freshman down at Providence Day School in North Carolina. I never saw him play ball like that in a high school level. Obviously, he plays for the Celtics now, but does he still play for I don't even know where he is anymore.
We don't pay attention to the NBA.
It doesn't matter.
We care about Green Canyon and Utah State, right?
Honestly, I don't even watch NBA anymore. I'm so hooked up with Green Canyon and Utah State basketball that there's no reason for me to turn my attention elsewhere, especially not when you have a guy like Jude Haig on the floor. Yeah, you get a guy with 51 points, I'll tell you what, you got to be, if you're some college programs out there, you got to be loading up the U-Haul with some greenbacks and trying to get this kid away from Holy Cross. But because I'll tell you what, this kid can flat out play some basketball. He's an educated player, no doubt about it. I loved watching him play tonight. I loved watching Green Canyon play. Coach Logan Brown had those kids well prepared tonight. There's no game slippage at all. I can't tell you how happy I am with Green Canyon going into this, into the second half to continue in region play. On the other hand, Mountain Crest, they did not have anything going their way tonight. But I'll tell you what, the thing I love about all Chandler Smith's teams, they just played so hard. I think about him taking those 2 timeouts. They're down 16 points or whatever. They're still playing hard. I love that about Chandler's teams.
And those kids at Mountain Crest, they played so hard. They're going to be winning some games this year.
Something that I love, too, that I'm seeing with all the region schools, and we'll give Mountain Crest a shout-out on this as well, because we talked about it with Bear River a little bit, but with how physical these guys play and how heated some of the conversations between student sections get, there's always very good sportsmanship on the floor. They're helping each other up, even when there's some frustration over calls. You do have the exception of one or two guy on both teams here and there that'll get a little frustrated, but for the most part, I'm seeing some really solid character out there as well, which is big. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up pretty quickly here tonight, but that's going to do it for us this year, T. It's been a really fun first 12 games, and we've got even more coming on the other end of this. Do you have any final thoughts, any holiday wishes you want to send out there?
I just want to send some holiday wishes to Dean and Ladine Brown, Coach Brown's parents. Man, I love those guys. They weren't able to be here tonight, but I just want to wish them a happy holiday and wish all the listeners out there that support Green Canyon Athletics and Green Canyon basketball. I love Coach Brown. I love what he does for our program here at Green Canyon. We've got some great things going. If you don't have are not planning on coming out and watching Jude Haig and the Green Canyon Wolves, you better put it on your calendar, because I'll tell you what, you're going to see something special. He may not score 51 every night, but I'll tell you, he's a special player. Get out here and watch him play. We'll have another chance for you to see him in 2 weeks and then again in 3 weeks' time. We'll take the next 2 weeks off, and when we come back Friday, January 3rd, 2025, Skyview will be in the building at 7 p.m. That's always a really fun game. The Bobcats have been, from what I understand, struggling a little bit lately from when they lost Mason Falslev, but they did end up taking a win against Bear River this evening across the Wellsvilles. Ridgeline ran away with the game in the fourth quarter and won 59-49 against Logan. So Ridgeline's going to move up to 2-0, and that's going to be a fun one. At Ridgeline, Wednesday, January 8th, 2025, is the sandwich between our next two home games. Judge Memorial will be here on January 10th, 2025. That'll be a 7 p.m. tip-off, and we're really looking forward to that, like we've said many, many times. But that's going to do it for us tonight and this year in 2024. It's been a blast with some more Green Canyon basketball. Looking forward to even more of it in just a couple weeks' time. For Coach T and everyone back at Cache Valley Media, we want to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, have a great New Year, best wishes, Auld Lang Syne, all the good stuff for the holidays. I'm Stockton Jukes, wishing you a very good and relaxing couple weeks with your families, and we'll see you back here on January 3rd. Good night, Wolfpack.
This Green Canyon Wolves broadcast has been a presentation of 100.9 Light FM and CacheValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support of our sponsors, Castelite, Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, Green Canyon Booster Club, DD Auto and Salvage, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, Great Basin Graphics, Adams Wealth Advisors, Cache Valley Auto Care, Cache Valley Daily, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, and The Logo Shop. Watch replays of previous games on CacheValleyDaily.com.